4. In Lesson 4, we're going to take the concepts that we learned on snare drum with the eighth notes and applying them to beats now on the drum set. As you're going to see with this book, basically we're going back and forth, learning a concept here on the snare drum and then applying it to the drum set. So once you've mastered the concept on one drum and understand the concepts from it, then you can take it and move your hands around to all the complexities of adding different instruments and adding your feet into the whole picture. Okay? So, let's review real quick. Snare drum, high tom, middle tom, floor tom, bass drum, hi-hat, crash cymbals, ride cymbal. Hi-hat is on the top X on the first top line. Snare drum is written in the second space from the top. Bass drum is written on the bottom space. Hi-hat with your foot is down below in that non-space area, if you will, below the bass drum. And then our ride cymbal is written up above the top line with a circle around it, X with a circle. It means ride cymbal. Okay, so now that we've reviewed everything, eighth notes. Remember they're kind of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Two of them basically beam together. Individually, they're flags. So 2 for every one count. So what we're doing now, instead of doing that quarter note beat where we did this before in the previous drum set lesson in lesson 2, that's what we were doing. So now we're taking that same beat and changing the top to do more of a traditional, if you will, quote unquote, rock beat or country beat, pop beat. You basically put it whatever genre you want with it, and this is what's happening. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And this is on number 1 where I'm starting. So bass drum and snare drum are alternating back and forth. 1, 2, 3. So you're doing 2 notes for every 1 note here on the bass drum and snare drum. 1 and then 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, now let me put it together a little bit smoother. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on and so forth. Okay, speed it up now. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, sounds more like a typical beat that you would hear in lots of different music. Very simple, but yet a typical beat. Okay, now number 2 takes that same idea, and now we're just hitting the bass drum on 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so 1 and then now we're going to do 2 and. Remember, everything comes down together on count 2. So 2 and, then 3 and, 4 and sorry, I should have 4 and like that with everything. Okay, one more time. 1 and. So you notice how the bass drum and that hi-hat together, and then the hi-hat by itself. Together, everything, and then hi-hat by itself. I had a student one time, we came up with that concept, basically she understood it as by itself, by itself. So I said together, by itself. Everything by itself. Bass drum, hi-hat, and then by itself. And she understood that. So just realize the ands, the upbeats, are by itself on the hi-hat. Okay, putting it all together now.